Hey people, Infantry 53, Typhon Arena, blue side. Erent is a Lord General fights in ranged combat begins with a retinue of stormtroopers can add to these guys throughout the game, giving him more abilities, very strong defense and support. This is the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme. It's been naughty because alongside we got a bunch of chaos. This is, I'm going to say, Lyon with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with some powerful battlefield manipulation and control. And rounding us off, Gaius Baltar rocks a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense and disruption fights in melee combat. This is the Thousand Suns elite scheme, that glowy blue sword there. Uh-oh. On the red team, it's Azstraani with a Kommando knob, infiltrated hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Meanwhile, sluggers are getting wrecked over there. They got doom bolted and they were trying to cap and he wasn't paying attention and they are gone. Oh well. Alongside Stigma with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support fights in melee combat begins with a refractor shield. Can also shoot his own fellas in the head. Which, oh, he's going to do it now. There you go. Doubles their damage. He's using it to bash the node. Rounding off the teams is Aetherion with a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat. Great for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. This is the Exarch elite scheme. Why is the plants falling down? Oh, the Sentinel's breaking everything. Good place for the Warp Spider, northeast of Typhon. Use his awesome mobility to do good work. Meanwhile, southwest, Azstraani replaces those poor sluggers. He's got double shooters up. Kommando's having some fun shooting stuff. And here's some Daka. So a little bit of corn worship there, allowing the Chaos Lord to close the distance. Sluggers don't really want to engage the Chaos Lord because he can use his kill the weak, knock them all over, get back up to full health. They're fighting the Heretics. Oh, Heretics getting aspiring champion now. This could be bad for those sluggers. They've already lost some of them. Sluggers are going to wipe again. It's a terrible start at the bottom for Azstraani. We do have a Sentinel with Guardsmen either side for Erent. Double Guardsman for Stigma. The Lord Commissar's gone down. There he goes. Thrown aside by the Chaos Sorcerer. Rough start for the red team. Chaos looking strong early on. We have more Heretics for Lyon, but they're running away. Erent is making progress towards the red team's natural 2. Really not a good start for the red team. Shuriken cannon on the way now. Stigma dropping some guardsmen. The roughest start in history. Now the Chaos Sorcerer is in amongst some more guardsmen. Gets suppressed by the base turret. Boom bolts flying out. How did you not lose a model, fellas? Well done. And just as I say that, one of them dies. 2 lonely heretics trying to smack a power gen. Shuriken coming into play. Stun bomb flies in too. And they are eventually dealt with. Raptors on the way for Lyon. Gaius Baltar has nothing else on the field yet. Spent some resources on the aspiring champion, of course. And here comes the Combi Flamer. That's where all the resources are going. Rangers now for Aetherion. Catechins up for Stigma. They are a detector unit, so they'll help find Lyon's sneaky Zinchian things. Some grenade launchers now, generally a good idea against guardsmen. I think they're a pretty good idea against everything in tier 1. As long as you have another one maybe to help you against melee stuff. Especially in a team game. There can always be melee coming at you because there's 3 other players. Oh, some stick bombs from the Kommando knob. That's pretty nasty. They seem to detonate immediately, those stick bombs. I'm meant to have a small timer. Chaos Lord's going to get shot to death if he's not careful. Did a little bit of immolation. Heretics are not going to make it in there. This is sloppy from Gaius Baltar. Heretics do get in though. Raptors now jump too. Lord Commissar's there to counter-initiate. Does have the power sword. Takes out a raptor. In fact, the raptors have been wiped. What is going on in this game? I think there were some Eldar shooting them too. Nobody can keep anything alive. Apart from Aetherion. And Erent. And I guess Gaius Baltar hasn't dropped anything, I don't think. Here's some more raptors. Very topsy-turvy opening. Great start for Lyon. But then they got some raptors up and immediately lost them. Here we see them all. Bad play. More catechins for Stigma. Maybe these Catachans were in melee with them too. They do have power melee damage, and I wasn't paying enough attention to see if that was right. Lost Rats indeed. Another Sentinel for Erent, because it's gone down. And there it is. I guess it was just Warp Spider Exarch and Pew Pew from the Dire Avengers. Maybe the Shuriken as well, which is now moving towards the power to help cover this bash. Chaos Lord those scares off the Catachans. Awesome range weapon, allows him to pick off models as he chases stuff. Heretics alongside, and the Raptors are now in play from Gaius Baltar. Going for that wreck point. Power is open, but I'm not sure they'll go for it with just Heretics and the Chaos Lord. Warp Spider with the improved Warp Generator. Group Teleport, you usually see that used in conjunction with Banshees to set up some nasty flanks. You can use it to also set up some nasty grenade opportunities and stuff. Doombolt goes flying. Those guys weren't quite in cover, so they back away. They stay in play though. The shields here giving perfect 100% cover against ranged attacks until they get destroyed, that is. Ouch. I think the Doombolts hit the improvised explosive there. 476 to 319. Lord Commissar's got in, and that was a really effective special attack. Took like half the hit points off these guys, it looked like there. Wrecked them. Need some Havocs or something, I think, Lyon. Or Erent. Get the heavy weapon squad. There's no real way to stop the red team just running at you and overwhelming you right now. Catachan's getting into retreat path, killing some enemy guardsmen. Tier 2 for Erent. Tier 2 also for Lyon. And it could be a relatively quick blood crusher here. That could cause a lot of problems. It's a good map for blood crushers, I think. You've got this path to go through, get onto the power, bash it, run back, support top quite easily, get some nasty flanks at the bottom maybe. Mobility really helps it here. Tier 2 now for Azstraani and Gaius Baltar. Raptors have got some XP, they've had some fun. Kommando not having so much fun there, standing in the open, trying to outshoot things. We have fully upgraded shooter boys, but nothing else on Azstraani's roster. And these guys are just shut down by the Raptors alone. There's a jump. And they're forced to retreat, and they've just stolen this power. Sorcerer's down. There's that group teleport. Got them into flame range though. Sentinel was also there to stop them if it needed to. It's a bad teleport. Look at this though, keeping up the pressure is Stigma. 2-1 cap for blue, they've got a big VP lead, but they are reeling in terms of fights, aside from the bottom where Gaius Baltar is dominating these Orks. Here comes a war truck though, they're trying to get back their power. Speaking of Gaius Baltar, where's he gone to? Oh, did he retreat? Why did he retreat? To help defend this place? They still have the power. 476 to 248. Did Azstraani catch him with stun bomb and or stick bombs or something? Seemed to be in a very dominant position at the bottom. Should have wrapped around and gone for this bash. Catachans do escape. Dire Avengers using their fleet to get away, given them to by the aspect. We have an aspiring champion for the Raptors as your first tier 2 purchase, really. I think you're pretty much always better off getting a new unit out for Chaos in tier 2 rather than a squad leader. It's not like you get Merciless Strike as you do from Assault Marines or something. But hey, might help take this war truck down. Smack. Maybe need some rear armor hits if it's going to. Looks like Azstraani is on top of it. Really, you should never get your war truck caught by a Raptor squad. Even if they can jump, you should be able to drive away. Of course, snares would change that, but 1v1, a war truck should not go down to Raptors. As long as you can use that mobility. We got Sentinel here with a missile launcher. This could be nasty. Oh no, hits terrain. Not nasty at all. 435 to 248. Blue team taking a natural back. Catachans of Erent. Wraithguard now for Aetherion and a Chaos Dreadnought for Lyon, who did get some more Chaos Space Marines up. Don't see any upgrades though, not even a Turn of War for those guys. Meanwhile, Marco Zinch for Gaius Baltar. Oh no, Chaos Lord went down. Just let himself get shot to death, I think. He was trying to flame things. Carried away with his flaming. Raptors getting suppressed. For some reason they didn't jump. They did not have energy. They didn't actually have the energy to jump there. War Truck lives. Looks like it's taken a few smacks from that Chaos Maul though. Shuriken doing a good job covering this. Can they edge forward and bash power maybe? Heretics are there to defend. In fact, there's a whole bunch of stuff here to defend. Manticore on the way for Erent, and here is the Chaos Dreadnought. Begins with that autocannon. Good damage to all targets with a small area of effect. We now have a Turn of War CSM too. That 20% damage buff. What is this? Heard explosions. It was probably a shotgun blast or something. The Shuriken sure didn't like it. Maybe it was the grenade launcher. Can these guys set up a cheeky grenade, or they don't have the energy for it? Katashin is just trying to get into melee with them, where they will handily win. Some more Dire Avengers though. This could be a nasty retreat grenade waiting to happen. Oh, I thought it was going to keep these guys in play and then help out from the other side. But they have the damage to scare them off, I think. Look at this. Can they kill one? Somehow they're all still alive with half hit points, and they just healed themselves. That was a medical pack from the sergeant over there on the right, the Lord General's retinue. Meanwhile, southwest it's kicking off. Chaos Lord has gone down again. Lord Commissar smacked him up, I think. He's got stubbornness going. Some good disruption there. War Truck, of course, allowing all of this stuff to reinforce on the red team. They don't really have an answer to it. Gaius Baltar has got no anti-vehicle up aside from the Blood Maul or the Raptor with the Demon, the Chaos Maul, sorry, or whatever it's called. The big old thing. He barely got away, that Aspirant Champion. Red team hitting back hard at the bottom. And now they're going to power bash. Blue team are kind of really falling apart here. What is this Dreadnought up to? What are you doing, buddy? Sentinel's gone down for Erent. That was the second one. Oh, looks like Lyon had gone top to support. Now runs into some Eldar though. Rangers getting shots in. These guys act as a detector so they can spot all this sneaky infiltration. Might be able to get another model and a ranger shot. Oh, they're retreating now. They should be maybe okay. Sorcerer was not helping. Level 3 and runs off. Looks like Erent is happy to wait for the Eldar to come to them. We do have grenade launchers for the Lord General. Can actually do quite a lot of damage, but he's being suppressed there. Southwest looks kind of quiet and very red right now. Commando's up though for Azstraani in tier 3. Speaking of tier 3, Gaius Baltar goes and so does Stigma. What a bizarre tier 2 for Gaius Baltar. Just got the aspiring champion for the Raptors and then upgraded to CSM and went tier 3, I think. Very bizarre. Especially when you're getting pushed back like this. Usually you'll see a quick tier 2 when the player's in a dominant position, which they were. But Stigma with these double catechins is causing all sorts of problems. There's some dark flames and a creeping barrage. It's a pretty good little combo there. This war truck is in a bad place. What is this guy trying to do? Kommando getting close to death. I'm not sure what the hell Azstraani was up to there. He trying to throw stick bombs or something on that little blob of stuff. Wraithguard run away. We have a looted tank on the field now for Azstraani. They seem to be paying attention to their Kommando, got them out the war truck, and then ordered them to their death. Kommando's there with their knob leader, does have a rocket launcher. Dreadnought's taking a little bit of damage. Another creeping barrage. Oh, it's a rocket run. That was from Stigma. Not a creeping barrage at all, it's a wrong player. Level 7 Lord Commissar runs away. Wasn't the flushest hit rocket run, but it did okay. Webway at the top now. Fire Dragons on the field also for Aetherion, who goes tier 3. Wraithguard are also still in play, although sitting around at base at the moment. Use that Webway, guys. Raptors are on the looted tank with their fancy heavy melee weapon, although the fellow with the maul having some pathing issues there, could not get a hit in. Is the Dreadnought going to go after it? Doesn't look like it is. Getting some repairs. Seer Council now for Aetherion. Been able to pump out units whenever they need, pretty much. Must have done a good job preserving stuff, although at least one Dire Avenger squad has just straight up fallen. Blue team take back the southwest. It's been such a messy game. Nobody really able to stabilize. Some silly losses along the way. And some strange choices, like Gaius Baltar going tier 3 with just CSM and Raptors and Heretics. But hey, they have a VP lead. They have the contested, and that is an Imperial Abyss from Gaius Baltar. Pretty nasty stuff. I don't know if it wiped any squads. I don't think it did. Although the Kommando is still down. What's going on up here? Northern VP, defended by Catechans and a Lord General who now has a sniper rifle. Grenade launcher wasn't doing it for him. Oh, this Dire Avenger's almost whacked. One more sniper shot might have done it on that last model, but he is going to get the VP back. Can a red team get this though? Dreadnought is backing away. Here comes the Chaos Lord now with some corn worship. Raptors jumping in. Chaos Lord is there with Galactic Galaxy Burn. You need to turn around, Lyon. There you go. It's a decent hit with that thing. Raptors now need to turn around and engage these guys. But there's some plasma guards and shooting at your Chaos Lord. There we go. Smack them up. These Catechans in a dicey position right now. Commander Nob's back on his feet. Can't quite... Oh, they do wipe the Catechans. These guys stayed in play for way too long. Oh, they went for the jump on the Catechans that already died. And they smacked these guys up a bit. Can you get a swing there? The maul didn't actually kill a model there, did it? Blue team retaining the contested VP, and that was all because of the jump and the Let the Galaxy Burn, and that was a decent chuck of your stick bombs and then the high explosive shells. See what I said? Shoots you, stabs you, blows you up, Orky style. You just saw it right there. Commissar Lord is down. What is with the red team's heroes chasing into that base? What are they doing? 309 to 216. Now it's going to be a triple cap all of a sudden for the red team, and I don't know how Erent is going to fight this at the top. There's Wraithguard, there's Seer Council and Fire Dragons, not to mention the tier 1 stuff, and the Warp Spider himself. Does have support from Lyon though. Good special on those Seer Council. Rod of Warp Fire too. Not sure if this thing would... I don't think it knocks... It won't knock down the Wraithguard. Seer Council dealt with though from sheer volume of fire from the Marcos Inc. CSM, 2 of them. I mean, they're not heavy infantry, but Marcos Inc. CSM, they will rip through any infantry. They just do it really well against heavy and super heavy. Tank Busters bashing power. Commando's on walkabout again. Level 5. He's got that Mega Boom kit. Chaos Predator tank now for Gaius Baltar. No upgrades on it. We do have Havocs on the way for Lyon. Finally, a setup team that can try and control things on the blue team. Raptors have done pretty well. Level 3 now. And blue team are going to retake. But can Erent retake? They can. Taking out the Warp Spider too. Good assist by Lyon earlier. Getting rid of those Seer Council. Now he's trying to flank. But everything's basically gone. I think you're better off fighting this. Maybe trying to bash. Where is the Dreadnought? It's down here. Lyon is trying to split. Havocs need to move up. They are in nowhere now. Yeah. Plasma Gun Guardsmen, fully upgraded, will outshoot a lot of stuff. They'll take losses, but they're designed to take that attrition, absorb it, win the fight, and reinforce much quicker and cheaper than you can. Chaos Predator with the Mark of Khorne. Got Gaius Baltar now controlling the bottom pretty much. 195 to 216. Azstraani does have rocket launcher Kommando knob and tank busters. The actual Kommando knob still with the special shooter. Towards the top. Good push by the red team. Those Catechins did not want to get involved. And they're going to retake it. It's all about the mid players now at this late stage. Where they choose to support, how well they can split if they choose to. Lyon is split towards the bottom. He needs to be careful with this tank. Tanks and stairs don't mix very well. Chaos Lord's also getting shot to pieces. Raptor can jump and shut this down. There it is. Forces them off. Some webway action at the bottom now. 193 to 200 on the VPs. That's a group teleport. They're trying to set up a Fire Dragon push against the tank, I think. It's a little bit too late. Tank is already gone. Nice idea, though. Nice idea. We got some shrines in the mid. Gaius Baltar. Corn shrines. Also some Zinc shrines that will shoot out Doom bolts. Corn shrines spawn bloodletters, which is fun. Now we see poor Erent trying to fight up a staircase against an overwhelming force. It's not going to be easy. Especially with the Fist of Brockus, none shall fall. Creeping barrage. Certainly disrupted the hell out of them, but they're still there. These Catechins are getting mighty low. Uh-oh. Imperial Abyss. Again from Gaius Baltar. Those guys might retreat into it and die. And they do. There's a decent nuke. Couple of good nukes from Gaius Baltar. Avatar of Cain on the way for Aetherion. Level 9 Lord Commissar. This guy has done some work. Havocs are going to die here. Smack. Those guys are lucky that was a special. Or one of them would have died. Aetherion had a rough 4 minutes or so. Lost the Fire Dragon. Still has Wraithguard and Seer Council. This Dreadnought is still alive. Now Mark of Khorne. Done really well. This Predator is bashing power. Tons of shrines at the bottom. 135 to 200. Look at this though. Lord Commissar is on blue team's natural. Stigma with some Kashyyykin, Guardsmen, and Catechins now. Looks like red team have taken some losses in their recent pushes. But here is an avatar. Looks really cool with the Exarch elite scheme. Great job by whoever did that. Weird glowing blue avatar. Webways being used by the Guardsmen. That's probably heresy, fellas. Double Kashyyykin for Erent. And it's all plasma. Why all plasma? You're defending your VP. Give one or even both of them the grenade launchers, I say. That constant knockback would be very useful. Rocket run here by Stigma. And that is nasty down the staircase. Ouch. Somehow those Kashyyykin survived. Somehow. That could have wiped Erent's entire army. Here comes some Seer Council. They are ready to flank. Wailing Doom from the Avatar. And these CSM are in massive amounts of trouble. Seer Council will rip CSM apart. Another nuke from Erent this time. Out of frustration, I think. Wasn't very well done. The Circle of Summoning from Lyon. Here we see a Mark of Khorne, level 4 Mark of Khorne Dreadnought, trying to smack down an Avatar. It's giving it a good fight, but it might need to be teleported out. Meanwhile, southwest, Tank Buster Barrage. Some good hits on the tank there. And it might be down. Not quite, it does get away. Marco Zinc CSM should maybe take some cover and run away from stick bombs. Or just run away in general. Bloodletters out of the shrines piling on there. Red team holding both of the naturals. That's a Shimmer Orb from Aetherion. Now switching back to the anti-grav grenade. It's a great control ability. Lord Commissar level 10. Level 5 Warp Spider have a level 5 Kommando who's down. Level 6 Lord General and level 10 Sorcerer. Level 6 Chaos Lord. Now at the top, Avatar is having to escape to heal up. Taking some shots, but he can shrug off the piercing damage quite easily with super heavy infantry armor. So Council getting in amongst. Might want to think about the Robes of Torment, Mr. Sorcerer. Help control the Seer Council, because they're going to cause massive amounts of problems for Lyon's army and Erent's army. Aside from just focus firing them, there's no control. Look at them. Soaking up damage and ripping things apart. Still have 4 models. And now they're on the CSM. Massive special attacks. 47 to 200. They need to counter these Seer Council. Just because it's late game doesn't mean you always think about tier 3 units. You've got to think about countering what's on the field. Speaking of tier 3 units, here is a Leman Russ for Stigma. Ortark gets dropped in. That's going to make the Seer Council even more difficult to deal with, because I assume her aura will stack with their own aura. Not actually sure though. Bottom is locked down, says Gaius Baltar. It's all about this top fight here. All about the top fight. Can the blue team win this war of attrition? It's tough. Red team really keeping the pressure up here quite well. More commandos for Azstraani. Just running into trouble there. Some Daka to back them up. Leman Russ with Vanquisher. There's also a Webway and some Wraith Guard. They're set up quite well to hold that. Chaos Predator trying to make a difference. Needs to be careful getting flanked though. Level 3. Done well. We got some Melter Raptors too. Can they fight off this? Predator getting into trouble. Showing rear armor to a Lord Commissar who has a Fist of Brockus. It's almost done for. Needs to keep it moving. Looks like it might be alright. Unless that auto pistol can... No. I was going to say 7 hit points. Rear armor hits from the auto pistol. Enough of them is going to die. But the Lord Commissar was shot to death. Here's the Avatar again. 2 to 1 for red. They might have done enough here. Oh, takes out the tank. And then celebrates. Look at him. Leman Russ also taken out, I think. Yep. I believe the Chaos Lord killed it with his regular melee damage weapon, which is pretty fun. Red team, though, have done enough. Getting a decap here. But it's too late. So close to that decap, but it was too late. What a crazy game. Not the highest level 3v3 you're going to see, but there were some good plays. Some very sloppy plays. But a lot of death and a lot of fun. Strong at the end there, Aetherion. Everyone else went through the meat grinder. Look at these rosters. Severely depleted at the end. It was a fun one. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.